we know that those people aren't going to take it as serious. But what's the middle ground? That's what we need to figure out. And I completely agree with Kim of having something to offer for free as a to bridge the gap is crucial right now. Because if we're going to continue our loud and proud message of we have something to help you, we have something to offer you, then I think having a free option is crucial at a time like now, because people are legitimately just not going to get paid for an unknown amount of time. I cannot even imagine how that would feel. So my advice to all of you is don't even necessarily wait for the right words or the right group or the right content. Just start saying every single day about what you have. You have 10 free workouts you can offer with the community, with support, with recipes, with all the things. You have 10 rounds to offer, a group that's going to legitimately change lives over the next 6 weeks. What else do you have to do other than focus on yourself? And you have a business opportunity to offer. Those are the 3 things you should be hitting every single day in your stories and breadcrumbing it throughout your posts every single day right now. Because here's the truth of the matter. The people who are going to listen to your messages, read your messages, watch your stories, who disagree with you continuing to say that, were never going to sign up anyways. They were never going to be your people. Those are the type of people who are always looking for the negative and always looking to place blame or whatever it is. It's a complete reflection on them and nothing on you or what you're doing. But the people who need to hear that will come and they will thank you. I've had 2 people that I reached out to last week before gyms were closed, specifically saying, do you want to do 10 rounds with me? Because, the inevitable is in sight. Both of them said, no, my gym is still open. This was as of last Thursday. Both of them signed up today. They both came back to me and said, you know what, I've got to do something. Gyms are now closed. What am I going to do? So you're not being opportunistic in a bad way by continuing to build your business right now. The fact of the matter is everybody needs to continue to earn an income, and you're not doing anything wrong by continuing to earn an income. Think about it like that. Think about the fact that you could offer somebody an opportunity to make even $30, $60, $90 in the next couple of weeks. That could be the difference of buying groceries or not buying groceries, or buying toilet paper or not buying toilet paper, or whatever, so do not hold back from fear in this. Like I was saying, I'm not going to repeat everything I said yesterday in my live. You can go watch it if you didn't yet, but this is going to make or break businesses. And this is the message I want you girls to hear loud and clear. This is going to make or break coaches, because there's going to be the people who feel so conflicted and so afraid to say anything as if they're going to offend somebody. And this is just never a business you can take your foot off the gas from and not have to rebuild from the ground up. And I don't say that to instill any fear, but instead to instill fire within you, that if you stay true to the heart of what you're trying to do here, which is help people live healthier, more fulfilling lives, even in desperate, crazy, unprecedented times right now, then you're good. And any sort of negativity that might come your way, or any sort of negativity that you might be planting in other people's minds that you don't even like, it never even actually comes to you, just let it go. Let it go. You have to do you, girlfriend. We all need to rise up as a team and be one of the teams that is going to come out of this stronger. I keep imagining Summit being canceled, because I think that's a high probability. And what is our team going to look like that week of Summit when we don't get to be together? And I keep imagining us having these massive virtual meetups, because they're just going to build day after day. It's been what, 4 days since we've been meeting online, and every day I'm seeing more people and different people pop on, you guys. Our team has such an opportunity right now, you guys, to bless so many people. So know that and believe in that and go at it full force. Tara said something to me the other day about calling you out, girl. How she feels like her and Becky are on fire. Their team is on fire. They're going to talk to us next week about what they've put into place most recently and how their team's blowing up. And she felt like, well, now the world's ending. That's not what she said, but something to that effect. And that's what, honestly, the conversation I had that made me go live yesterday, because we're all feeling that. So acknowledge that everybody's scared in some way, shape, or form, but then press through that, because that's who we are. That is the core of who we are as coaches. We push through and we show other people that we can go through hard things and come out the other side even better. I want to be one of those teams that rises in this crazy time. So who's with me? And what ideas do you guys have logistically to make that happen?
I think, sorry, my husband just walked in the room with a walkie-talkie. Okay, sorry. I was just thinking when Kim was talking about like the value that we're adding to our program, and that there's got to be this balance, right? If we are giving away the whole program, like we think about the customers that just paid $160 or $180 or $250 for their program, and we're like, yeah, great, thanks for that. Now we're just going to offer it free to everybody because, hard times, and I feel like we just have to find some sort of balance so that we don't lose the value that's been shown to these people that really are buying in, are really going to commit, that are, we're touching, each day or each week or whatever, and we're pouring into, and all these things that, really bring value to what we do and what they paid for. So I don't know, it's just hard because you want to definitely, offer something up to these people. Like I'm definitely reaching out to my friends that I know are gym goers. I'm like, hey, here's my free 9 workouts. I hope you like them. And then I've also been hitting those people up today and saying, hey, did you also know that we have some kids workouts too? If you're interested, I did them with my friend this morning, and, blah, 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 just like there's some things that we can be throwing out there too that are kind of enticing, like, hey, your kids are home for 2 weeks. 3 weeks, maybe the rest of the school year. These are things that you can be doing with your kids too. And I've just been kind of throwing out little tidbits here and there of people that I've touched recently, just so that they know, like, I'm not giving away the pooch, but I'm also here to help. I'm not just like a gold digger or whatever, so I don't know. It's just, I don't want to like lose the value of the people that have already paid too.
No, you're spot on. And the gym goers are used to paying a premium every month. So don't feel bad saying, I have something for you in the meantime. And I think that we are going to get pushback from most gym goers at first, because they do have, their preconceived notions about what we do. That's okay. Just continue to show up, because people who have been going to the gym or going to CrossFit or going to cycle bar or whatever, they're addicted to the fitness high, and they're going to need that. You can be that person to offer it to them.
I don't know if
But
you guys, but I would say in the last 4 days, my husband has been hit up more times like, hey, what do you do at home? What do you do at home? And, for your workouts, because they know, I mean, he's not so great at working out from home, but he's done now 2 days in a row. And I know it's because they know that he's got something, and they need somewhere to go. I think about all the personal trainers and the group fitness instructors. What are they doing? They all need to be coaches. Literally every last one of them needs to be a coach, because they have what it takes. They already love fitness. All they need to do is learn to love it at home. And I think that, talk about your space that you create. These are, think about the things, show the challenge group tracker. Anything away from Facebook, guys, is a positive force right now, because if I did a poll, or I was reading about someone who did a poll who was saying how all they want is COVID free. They don't want to read about it. They don't want the politics alone in this virus are turning people off so much. I don't even watch the news. I just wait for some, oh wow, something bad happened. I mean, school's out till summer. If that's true or not, it doesn't make any difference, because right now all I can focus on is the day by day. The more we can show people that we have tools for them to succeed day by day. I ran out of Shakeology, which, by the way, Andrea, I might need to come to your house tomorrow. I know that we're not supposed to hang out, but I'm coming over because I need some Shakeology. Because everyone's drinking it, right? Like, I'm just like shoveling it down everyone's throats, because that's the best nutrition they can find. But P.S., in case you did not see this today, do not talk about COVID immunity, that you drink a COVID immunity drink, or that it's an or it like cures it, because you will get shut down as a coach. There was a post in it was everywhere. I saw it in like 4 different places. And basically there's a bunch of coaches stating that they have an antidote to coronavirus, and that is basically Shakeology, and their accounts are being shut down. They are literally
Boss Babes.
I think someone forwarded it in Boss Babes, but I think originally it was in Roundtable. Then it was in the West Leader page or whatever, and then I saw it. And then in Boss
Like
Babes.
an antiviral or something.
It was like an antiviral, and I mean, we can talk about it being an immunity booster, but don't state. Literally, I think the hashtag was like immunity to coronavirus or something, like basically like this is a cure and the FDA is cracking down. So just avoid stating that you have any kind of cure and Shakeology is going to be their cure. Is it going to help her life? Yes. That you can talk about, but don't actually say it cures coronavirus. Go ahead, Sarah. Yeah.
I just would like to say that as a nurse, and I'm kind of new to this, and I would like to say that I really feel like I've got a lot of people that are on the border of deciding whether this is right for them or this is not right for them, and this is a really good time to for them to actually have a moment where they're kind of have a down moment. People are off work, people's kids are at home and things like that. I think that offering the 2 weeks of the free workouts, as it seems like, some people have paid for it and now we're giving it free to other people. I would like to say that I think that at the end of it, we're giving people that may have not given it a chance. They may have looked at it. They may have not decided to do it. We're giving them a chance to actually go in for 2 weeks and give it a try. And I feel like, they say that 2 weeks, you can build a habit. You can start a habit. Things change. So I feel like if you give somebody 2 weeks, they know they have 2 weeks. If they actually go in and use that 2 weeks and do their workouts and things like that, they may decide that it becomes something that they like.
Yeah. No.
That they like not having to go out to the gym. They like not having to get up in the morning and do all the things you have to do that we do before we go to the gym. You get up in your own home and you do these things. So it may be something that actually brings people that may have not wanted to do an at-home workout. They may realize that it's really a good thing.
I think the point, like the bigger picture point, is to just not sit still and be idle and do nothing because you're afraid. I feel like whatever works for you in your business, whether you run free groups, because we've done free groups all the time. And I feel like this is no different. So whether free groups work for you or whether, whatever approach you take, I think the biggest point is to just not feel stuck in the fear and not be anything to move your business forward. Not inviting,
Exactly.
not posting.
Exactly. And I think when they see the support, like Paul and I have done a group recently, a free group for 2 weeks to try to, get people that may otherwise be a little reluctant or whatever to get in. And we've seen a lot of communication, people that are actually posting on that group and things like that. So I think it may bring people in that may have been reluctant to do it because they didn't try it for free. People want to try stuff before they buy it, right? You want to test drive a car before you buy it. So I think it could actually bring in more people. You've done it for 2 weeks. If they actually did it, they've done it for 2 weeks and now they're like, oh, I don't have this anymore. I liked it. I want to do it. So maybe they'll buy it. Maybe they'll come into it and say, hey, this was good.
My only thing to you always, especially as you're giving out the free 2 week link, just make sure you have like a date on your calendar to then make sure you follow up like 2 days before, because otherwise they'll renew for that monthly or that quarterly. Hi, Pam. That quarterly charge, and you don't want quarterly. You don't want them. You want to get to them before, because you're going to save them money, and you want them to be into your groups. I think my question to you guys is, as a team, do we want to run a fit community? Because I feel like the more people that are on it, the better, right? The more people that they see in one group doing all the things, I think that would be more positive. Do you guys agree, or do you think?
I missed the very beginning.
I kind of think that it's really right now, a lot of people want community through social media. So, I mean, even like I have gospel community groups, and now we're starting to do all that. And if we could show that's what we've been doing and we're doing that, I think it's really gonna, people are craving that. And I know this week people are getting things together, trying to get organized. I'm hoping next week, like for me, next week, the people that I'm reaching out are kind of at a better place mentally and physically, just mentally, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think by next week, I mean, people are going to want to crave to see people like how we're chatting right now. And I think we could definitely use that. And I mean, I know we do the workouts in the morning at 8:00, but if we could show more of that.
I think we do it in the app because I do think people are sick of Facebook. And it's another thing we can say, are you tired of social media? This will take you out of social media. And my take on it is I'm going to talk about it every day, just like I just said. And you're going to find people who don't want to be in a group, that they literally just want some sort of workout, and just be okay with that. Send them the free workouts and write their name down so you remember to check back in. I would highly suggest the free 10 samples over the 2-week trial. I think you get less pushback out the get-go, because anytime I've sent that link, I always get the question, why do I have to put in my credit card? And then a lot of times they don't even want to do that, unfortunately. But you could, it's an option. So if that's something that I know, some coaches who kill it with that method of giving out the 14-day free trial, and then they move on into challenge packs and whatnot. So whatever works for you. But I would say talk about it every single day. I think we absolutely open up a group that we just, if we just put like a 90 days out or something, and you just can continually add people to it. And I think as long as there's some sort of positivity coming in the morning and people checking in, that would be rad. It doesn't have to be super time consuming. I really don't want this to be something that takes away from the vital behaviors and 10 rounds and everything else we have going on, but allowing people to get kind of a taste of what we have to offer, I think could be amazing.
I think if we do it in the challenge group tracker, we put tons of stuff in the files, like recipes and meal plans and easy grab and goes and all that kind of stuff. And then in personal development, and even like free resources for stay-at-home moms and, that are now homeschooling and doing all that kind of thing. I think if we create, if we all decide, okay, I'm in, and we have like 30, 20 of us, then we just make a quick schedule. We just put, and you're in charge of scheduling that one day, which very well might be once a month for all we know, if we get enough coaches to do it with us. And all your goal is to like go in there and shed some joy, just like we do in Tribe, like just some like whatever's on your heart that day, or we use what we're using in Mompreneur or whatever. We add like one post in the morning, and whether we do like a check-in at night, just a generic check-in at night that people can use in case they don't love just going in and adding their thing. And I think that's it. I think it's super simple. And then you decide, obviously we want to see you, we'd want to be like checking in on the people, but maybe you just go in and check on the people you invited.
I also think it's way easier to keep track of your people through there versus a Facebook group.
Totally is. Yeah, go ahead. Question?
Well, I think she just answered it. I was going to say, why would we open up another group when we have something like Tribe already going? But
just to get out of social media, no?
I missed the very beginning of like the first few minutes of the call where you probably explained this, but are you talking about opening up an ongoing free challenge group?
Yeah.
And why would somebody want to buy in to 10 rounds if you have this free challenge group that they could join instead?
Because they're only getting 10 workouts or 2 weeks.
Okay. So in the challenge group, it's just like the live Zoom that we had where they could choose one of those workouts that we had.
Yep, they can choose just like the event page we had on Saturday. They can choose their workout, and we, all those would be in there. They can also just check in. Maybe they go for a run that day. They check in their run. It's basically a community to show them. And that's why we don't want it to be that great. Not that we're going to like dumb it down and be like, ooh, I'm not going to comment on your post because you're not a paid customer. But at the same time, seeing that, wow, this is cool. Like these coaches check in, and we're promoting new groups in there too. Like, okay, like you're in here, and now we throw in a post about you know, our 10 rounds group that's kicking off on April, whatever it will be, or we're kicking, you know, we have the April group that's kicking off or whatever. We decide what we put in there. And I think it's almost like a free advertisement. But I think right now it is different. Sorry.
Here's the thing too. There's a lot of chatter about, you know, all these other platforms outside of Beachbody, home fitness wise, offering all of these free things. And we want to be ahead of the curve, you know, like it's even been asked in the roundtable that they give away BOD for a free 30 days. Honestly, I don't think that's the answer. I think we have enough value we can already offer people for free. And I don't think we should be giving away the farm. And that's just my personal take on it. And I'm not trying to say like, you know, too bad, so sad if you can't afford it. But really what we ask people to buy into is like nothing compared to so many other things in life, you know? So
don't forget, all those free platforms don't come with a coach. They don't come with you. Like, they don't come with your encouragement, your example, your daily conversation, your check-in. And this is why it's so crucial to be who you say you're going to be as a coach. You know, if you sell a challenge pack and that person never hears from you, well, no offense, but shame on you. Like, you're out there on your post saying that you're going to be this kind of coach. That's why I don't want to give away the farm, because I'm not just going to I know that sounds bad, but I'm not give me away for free for 30 days, you know, for 30 days. And I think Beachbody does stand alone. It is different than every other thing out there. And so for me, it's a no-brainer. And I think that's why we're different.
I feel like for me, this last like 10 days has been frustrating because I'm doing everything in my challenge groups exactly how I've done them before. All the content is great and I'm showing up every day, and like no one is checking in. And
here's the thing too. I think people just need time to adjust to this new normal. Yeah. So I have to keep telling myself this too, because with social media, it's like everything's off kilter right now. Everybody's trying to get their footing. So you can't judge what's going on this week or probably even next week to what's going to happen down the road. And that's why I want you all to visualize the week of Summit, whether we're sitting here on Zoom calls crying our eyes out because we don't get to be together, or we're in New Orleans together. Because if we rally and we envision what we want the team to look like on July 18th, that's the goal right now. Because right now everybody's freaking out. And so you're not going to get the same return on any sort of post in any sort of platform, challenge group, social media, anywhere as you normally would, because people don't even know what to do. They don't, you know, it's like they can't even see past the next hour. People are glued to the TV, watching the news. People are trying to figure out work. So I don't want to say, I wouldn't even worry about it. Honestly, I just wouldn't even compare it to anything, because people need to get their footing.
I agree. I think we're at totally different time. Like, people need adjustment. We need adjustment.
Okay. I want to say something real quick for you all, because I am in healthcare. And so I hear about this stuff every hour on the hour. We are on meetings. It is more than stressful right now, but that's okay. So when we get to work, because we have to go to work, my folks are like, "What are you doing?" So today I got my first paycheck from Beachbody. So I'm so kinds of happy right now. I was not expecting this. And I have all kinds of friends at work that are like, "What are you doing?" So I'm telling them, and really, I'm going to say, feed off the chaos. Don't join it, feed off of it, and burn off of it, and just keep going. If you've always done what you've always done, you're always going to have what you've always had. So for the lady that said, you know, no one's commenting, I have a little group of my own. I have 75 people on it now, and people are interested. And I think the Beachbody on Demand right now is a hit because the gyms are not there. And let's face it, what, $650? That's how I present it. $650, $7 a month. It's worth it. It's worth your 30 minutes. It's worth your sanity. It's worth being a better version of you. It's worth getting that head clear and being good for your family, especially if you are doing the homeschooling now, which we're getting ready to do tomorrow. I'm going to work from home and do the e-learning. But you just got to feed off the chaos is my biggest point on this. So whatever that means for you, for me, I hate to say it, but I'm kind of excited people are talking and commenting on my posts, so it's great.
I love that,
I
JC.
would
And
like
I also
to-
want to say, don't be afraid. Okay, yes, we want challenge packs. Challenge packs are the bread and butter. But especially when you're talking to gym goers or anybody, don't be afraid to offer them BOD. If you get a no to the shake, if you get a no to the pack, I think now is a good time to back end, hey, BOD, what about just the workouts? Get something in their hands. Beachbody does such a good job now in the programs, plugging Performance Line, plugging Shakeology, plugging Challengers, plugging what we do as coaches. So those gym goers who might not be interested in a group, they basically don't want anything to do with you, but they want your workouts right now. Be okay with that. Say yes with a smile. Think about what the person you're talking to might need and what they might be interested in. And right now you kind of have to strip away a little bit the total package that we're so used to using. And I'm not saying don't lead with the total package or offer that first. It's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying the mindset right now should be get something in the hands of people that they're looking for. And right now, a lot of that does stem from just the workouts. They just want to be able to work out at home. So lead with that and be okay with that. Don't lead with that, I mean, but use that as a backup is what I'm trying to say.
I think
And
too,
I
opportunity also to, like, what I did was, you know, like a lot of people are like, I can't afford the shakes right now. I can't afford the shakes. And so I've encouraged them to do the BOD online. And then I've said, you know, there's also like a sample pack of the shakes you can try out. It's $20 or whatever it is. And they'll send you all the flavors and you can try them while you're working out and see if you like them. And if you don't, great. Like, at least you know what flavors you like or what you don't, or if you like the shakes at all. And then it's an option for them if they don't want to go all in for $100 a month trying the shakes and they don't like them. So it's also a way to kind of introduce them to these things during this time, but not have to like go all in with $100 or whatever, 120 or 130. So just throwing that in too.
I think that even if you guys look at Tribe over the last 4 days, have you seen how many more posts there are? How many more people are in there that I'm like, whoa, haven't seen you in like 6 months time. I mean, I've gotten texts already like, hey, started day 1 today. And I'm like, okay, look at you, you know? So people are, it's going to take time, but these are people who already have BOD. They already know the benefits of all the things. I've had probably 3 people like, hey, it's time to get back on my Shakeology. I have had a lot of people ask, do you think it's going to run out? Are they still making it? That's and I don't really know the answer to that. That is I do feel like I also have been buying more than normal. Like I literally put in for 4 bags and energized because I was like, I can't, you know? And so that's my only like nerve. That's like my only thing. I should probably post that in the roundtable. Like, can we just talk about supply? Are we going to run out? Okay.
Well, I know I was going to share now that I'm home, the kids are getting more hungry.
Yeah.
Because they're bored. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, especially limited on going to the store and getting sweet things or, you know, so the shakes, you know, that's kind of what we do every night is just the shakes. But definitely sharing that, how it's not just good for you, but for your whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I wanted to say also with the sample workouts, I really like it because they talk about Shakeology. They show their whole team, you know, drinking Energize. So I really think it's a really good idea to do that because then they kind of ask like, oh, what is this? And that's just really great way for them to kind of see what kind of results you get when you add all these other things to your routine.
We technically have a Tribe call right now, and I know it's already, I don't know if anyone's going to get on. We can all just hop over to it and then, or I can just invite them all to this call because I don't think the link is actually working. And then if no one gets on, we can just keep talking. Is that cool? You guys good with that? Is there anything else you want to say before we go from there?
Kim, could you just go over like the groups that are starting, like just right?
Yeah.
I see some of your guys' posts and I'm like, where did this group come from?
Okay, so we have we have obviously the 10 rounds, which the coach version will kick off Monday. So the challenge group tracker, we're going to open, I think tomorrow or Thursday with a prep in there. And then the happiness project we're only what, 1 week in, 1.5. So we're on like day 9, aren't we? Yeah. So the next one is, what did I tell you it was called, Andy? April?
I forget. I don't think you told me. You told me the content was fun for Mompreneur.
Was fun, but it's called, hang on.
So in 2 weeks from Monday, the April group will start, and it'll be themed. We don't know the theme.
And so it's called Spring Revival Fit Club.
We're starting 10 rounds on Monday, right?
Yeah. So we're going to open that tomorrow and get coach admins in and all the prep stuff loaded up so we can add our people.
Cool.
We'll also run a customer 10 rounds as well once. So it goes on sale April 6th. So we'll probably start on
the 13th.
The 13th.
Isn't there a group on Facebook that's free that you guys shared?
There's a Joel group that's going on right now that's free for customers and coaches.
There's also a Pack the Virtual Gym group that we're doing like just this week, I think, right? That's free.
That was just this weekend. It was 1 day.
Okay.
So that's over, but we are offering, I'm giving out that link to anybody. I mean, no one's actually used it, so I'm not too concerned. But basically, just so you guys know, at 7 a.m., we open up that virtual, and that's the same link every day. We're also on from 4 a.m. until 7-ish a.m. working. Just working. So if you need that accountability, we don't really talk most of the time. We just are there. And I don't know why, but it gives me motivation. Like if I look up and Andy's working and Paula's working and Andrea's working, like it makes me want to work too, like so we don't always talk in it because we've got our heads down and we're busy, but it is, again, it's isolation. We're breaking down the walls that are sometimes some things that we are going to need. And then at 7 a.m. we have another link that opens, and it's for people who are just working out, and that's pretty much stays open until, our kids work out at 8:45, so they do a workout together. So if, you have kids and they need to jump in, we can do that. And then it's pretty much up until 9:30. So we're basically Zooming from 4 a.m. till 9:30.
And guys, I really want to encourage you to pop on when you can. And even with your kids, I think the bigger we grow this, the better it's going to be for marketing, frankly, just to show that we started this virtually, showing up together at the beginning of this lockdown. I think it'll be really cool. I've had a lot of people reach out and ask me what this workout is that I'm making my kids do.
And I will say, Jessie shared this in our Voxer today, but she was like, I have been in such a negative space, and being on there with you girls this morning gave me such a joy jolt. It was incredible. She's like, it just instantly changed my mood for the entire day. And she's like, I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting to just get on. I didn't know what I was expecting, but to like laugh and to see other people's faces and to work out harder than I've worked out in forever. She's like, that was more life-giving than I ever intended. I see you guys. She's like, I see you guys working out all the time, and I think, oh, I should do that. Oh, I should do that. And she's like, and then I did. And I'm like, wow, I'll never miss that again. So it sounds silly, but right now it's different. When it comes to month or, week 3 and you haven't gone out of your house, or you are, because right now it's like a honeymoon stage, right? It's going to get real. Like, I want to say, like, shit's going to get real. I don't mean to, but it's going, like, eventually you're going to feel stuck in your environment, and you're going to start missing people. Even if you're an introvert, you are going to start missing people. So the more you can build in routine now that gives you that personal touch, these calls, I promise the better we'll all be, like, for real.
And did you guys listen to Carl on the National Makeup Call? I just felt like he did a really good job just bringing it back to the simple of, like, he didn't say it like this, but this is how I took it. Like if you're kind of feeling like I don't even know where to go right now business wise, just do the business activity tracker or whatever we call it now, the Success Club tracker. It all centers around connecting with people, which is what people need right now, is connection, inviting people to something that's healthy, and drinking the shake and doing your workout and sharing. That's all it is. So if you find yourself in that negative space when it comes to your business and you're like, I don't even know what to say or what to do, pull that out and go, I'm just going to check all these boxes today. I don't know what that's going to look like yet, but I'm going to check them off. And I promise you, it's going to move you forward. And I'm just going to keep saying this. This is going to be my motto. July 18th, no matter where we are, we're going to be stronger. But it's going to require all of us to really dig deep and really band together like never before. Because there's going to be those days where each and every one of us are like, what in the world?
Totally. I mean, I was thinking about like, okay, if they close schools, I'm like, are they going to isolate us until like, are we going to be in this for like months? Cause I'm like, imagine like our kids who, you know, I feel like as parents, like we like figure out our stuff, but like as a kid, our kids have never not known a friend, right? Like they've always had kind of a friend of some nature. And now all of a sudden it's like, we're back on like House of the Prairies and we're, you know, your friends or your family. That's all you got.
Ours are already asking to spend the night and, oh, we want to eat and learn together. I'm like, that's not the whole point of all this.
We're not having Zoom sleepovers. No.
Yeah.
But you could watch a movie together. Like that is the reality. And that's not the worst thing in the world.
My friends are going to do a happy hour together on Zoom. So we're all just going to get on Zoom and we're just going to like get our little wine. And we're going to like chat and pretend like we're in the same room together. So we're going to do.
I love that.
Such a good idea.
Such a good idea. I think that's unfortunately, I mean, that's what's going to happen. We're moving that route. So, okay. So then are we good? Do we know what you feel good about what to offer people?
Anybody have any ideas that we didn't go over or insight into what you're doing that might be different or?
Not really. I just decided that I'm going to do a lot more on my social media that is like how I'm staying sane during all of this, like kind of giving tips. Like I went on the first day and said, like, I'm going to organize a room in my house every day. I'm going to take a section of something that I've been walking past or an area that I usually like drop stuff at, and I'm going to organize it. I've had a few people message me like, I'm cleaning out my closet today, or I'm doing the junk drawer today. Thanks for the tip or whatever. And just offering more stuff and just not talking about the coronavirus every second of the day, but just offering more things to people.
I saw a great list. I don't remember where I saw it, of like things you can talk about that aren't just fitness and nutrition and aren't just doomsday. And it was like, you know, hair tutorials, and that was the one that I remember, but it was good just having you think outside the box of things that you can offer people from your home, that they can do from their home. That's, you know, will brighten somebody's day.
I mean,
True. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go.
I was just going to say some of the things that I have been talking about is just getting back to simplicity, using this time to connect with your family, board games, you know, just simplicity, get back to it. That's what we talk about on my group.
Yeah. No, I think
So.
I mean, I feel like the things I'm panicking about, this is going to sound so silly, but like I'm a really hairy person and I get threaded every 3 weeks. And when the threading is no longer, like I literally thought about going today, and then all I kept thinking about was like her mouth and the string. And I was like, she's basically giving me coronavirus. So then I rethought that. And then I thought to myself, well, crap, what am I going to do? Because I'm going to be very hairy. So, you know, like getting creative, like my getting, go back to the creams, back to the good old days of like 8th grade and putting cream on my mustache. But these are like real things. They're real things. And like yesterday I did like a whole thing on self-tanning because I'm supposed to be on a beach. I'm supposed to leave in 2 days and I'm real sad. So I did a good like self-tanner, and I can't tell you, I felt like $1 million today and yesterday because I was so tan. Sorry. I was listening to screaming. It's good. Anyway, So yeah, I think there's tons of cool stuff we can talk about, right? Like tons.
I'm laughing at what Cassie wrote to Cece, but I don't think she read it yet. Cece, read the comment.
Like hiding behind the.
He probably can't hear. I was going to say, hi, Jonathan. I think she has her earbuds in.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, and he does too. That's
Yeah,
funny.
he's just
Sorry.
I feel like he should start dancing like
I
the dancing guy.
He keeps looking like he knows we're talking about him. But does he? Is he embarrassed now?
Towel at one point. He was like holding it up. I have a question though. Can we offer the Zoom workout in the morning to any of our clients? Is that okay?
Everybody, all the people.
Okay. Not that they'll jump on, but I was like, if you like need the community and you need the support, like they're here, you know, and I was like, and if you're bored and like want the encouragement with your kids, you know, doing the workout with your kids, I'm like, they were on at about 8:45 or 9 o'clock this morning doing kids workouts together. And I was like, you know, we have this available, you know, if you guys are in, you know.
Yeah.
And Kim puts on a real good show in the morning.
I do. I basically gave them a striptease today.
Woo!
It was good. I think that's why Jesse really liked it.
When you're talking about Jesus and then Kim stands up and whoosh right in your face.
I was just showing you my really tan legs.
Why?
Or maybe all the way up to my bum.
I was like, you wearing any clothes today?
Is the tan covering up the hairy legs is what I'm questioning.
No, I'm a shaver every dayer.
I'm just messing.
Legs aren't the issue. It's my mustache. Okay. Just that's the choice of it all, you know. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's, you know, maybe it's just the positivity in me, but like such a time as this that we are given a platform to be hope dealers. We've always said we were hope dealers, right? Like that's always been what we've given. And now we're literally one of the only things that offers people a way out, an escape, if you will, a free therapy session. And we just have to help them believe in that. We have to remind them why they're important to keep moving. And I think, you know, I saw someone say the other day, I'm either going to come out of this 100 pounds heavier or 100 pounds lighter. And it's like, that's a true statement. And I mean, how many of you, I feel like it's so easy to be like, well, we're making cookies today. I'm eating the farm, you know? And so we need to be each other's backs. And so I just think if we lead with that, people are going to love it and they're going to embrace it. And you won't get the kudos today, but they'll come. It will come, and people will all come around. And even though we're headed into recession, which we are, we're America, and we always bounce back. This is America. Well, it's actually Canadian too, but you know.
Letty, look at that view. Oh my gosh.
She's sharing her sunset with us.
Wow.
Yeah, it was too bright for you guys, but now it's really nice.
It's beautiful. So pretty.
Thanks for sharing.
I didn't know, but La Jolla has, you know, the #1 sunset in the world.
I believe it.
That's
I think,
my
not to
sunset.
negate what you were saying, Kim, but I think like I've had people reach out to me and be like, I'm going insane and it's day one and I've put on 10 pounds because my kids are home and my husband's home and everybody's eating this whole time. And like, I think, I don't remember who said that, but they're like, was it you, Letty, that was like, everybody's just eating me out of house and home. Like they just sit around and they eat, they're bored, they eat, it's, our grocery bill goes crazy and we can't even go to the grocery store because it's crazy.
Food left. I know.
Yeah, so it's like I just feel like I've had people reaching out already that are just like, I'm gonna get fat, like I don't have a choice. And people are coming back around and they're saying, I know you were talking about this and I told you I didn't want to because I was doing a gym thing, but now I'm kind of like, your thing sounds pretty good now. So I'm like, okay, like let's just, you know, and there's not biting the bullet yet because I did hand out 9 free workouts to them, let them try it out, but at least it's out there, you know, and hopefully by the end of the month they're like all in, you know.
Totally. I think
And-
they will be.
And I think they need the community. Like, I keep posting about like the community. I just wish people could feel the community. I wish there was some way to convey that feeling without pouring, 5,000 words onto a Facebook or an Instagram post. But like, I wish they could feel the community, because I feel like I know you guys. Like, I feel like I can be like, I love this girl. She's amazing. And I haven't met you guys. I mean, I've met Kim, but I haven't met any of you in person other than that. And so it's crazy that this community can be so strong, and we're just meeting like this once a week and just see each other and encouraging each other and commenting and being real on our posts and stuff like that. So it's just, I don't know. I wish everybody could feel this, especially in their isolation. Cause I feel like you do, Kim. Like, I don't feel like I'm isolated. I don't feel like I'm missing out on something. I mean, I wish I could do more play dates with my friends, but I mean, other than that, like, I'm not really missing that much stuff.
No, I know. I mean, really, the truth is my life didn't really change. Aside from now, it feels like a Saturday instead of a Monday, and with a little more structure. And I feel like the kids like love it. They just are. I mean, Ava just wants to study all day long, and I don't want to do that all day long. That's my bigger issue. Is I'm like, well, do they really need to keep learning? Are we good? Can we just call it a win? Let's go play. The name of April group was, what did I say? Revival Fit Club.
And that starts the 6th. Is that what you said, Andy?
No, whatever, 2 weeks from Monday, whatever that is. So it might be the 6th.
That is the 6th.
So are we okay? Are we going to be doing this other free group on the challenge?
I think we just open the free trial.
We'll get it open.
Like right now, just open it.
Okay.
And then if you have somebody who,
this is what it looks
personally,
like.
I'm not going to invite straight to the free. This is just my game plan. I'm going to talk about it every day in my stories. I'm going to mention it as a free resource. And when people respond and say no to my invite, because most of the time it's money, then I'm going to offer it as a backup. That's my plan. I'm not going to go and send a bunch of invites just to the free personal invites. I'm going to continue to send my invites like I normally do. If I get pushback from them or whatever, I will say, just so you know, I have this rad free community, but I'm also going to talk about it in my stories every day. And I might throw up a post about it tomorrow once it's open, just to make it official. That's my game plan.
Yeah, me too.
Because if you start this is what always tripped me up with free groups back in the day when we used to run them all the time. It takes away from inviting to your paid group. So I don't like to spend a bunch of time personally inviting to free groups. I think it's a great thing to fall back on. Yeah. Keep your invites per the use.
I am hosting a free virtual Bible study starting next week if you guys need that. But it will also have a weekly hangout. So in case you need something along those lines. But that is the only one thing I am offering free, although I haven't promoted it at all. I should probably do that. Gets people in there. It is sad. People are real sad. There's a lot more sadness out there than I think that there is people in good shape. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what we have to lead with every single post,
It's because the world is at uncertainty, and that's the fear of all people, the uncertainty and the unknown.
Yep. It's weird. Feels weird.
It is it does feel very weird. Very weird.
Very weird. Every time
but it's okay. We'll get through it.
We will. Just because you guys are all, you all use the headbands. At least I feel like I've seen you all wear the headbands from To Be's Twisted. She messaged me today and said, thank you for, so much for promoting. She said, we all lost our jobs and this little headband is the only thing left in our family for income. And she's like, and I mean, when you buy it, it's like $4.50. So we're not talking a lot. She said, but I I see your team coming through a lot. And so I just want to say thank you. And, you know, and I told her, I'm like, well, I will do, you know, I'll do anything I can to keep pushing them. So if you guys, you know, you keep wearing them, use the promo code and get people to keep buying from her.
So just share your promo code.
Yeah, you can just share it. Nobody, I don't
Okay.
like a kickback, or it just gives you that 25% off.
Okay, because I was gonna place an order, but I was waiting for her stuff more to come out.
I know. Well, she's going to be into it now because her and her husband lost her job. So she said,
Okay.
looks like Headbands is going to carry us. And anyway, I was like, okay, that's not very much money.
Does she have a Etsy shop too, or is she just on Instagram?
I don't know. I don't think she has an Etsy. A lot of small businesses don't have Etsy because they take a ton of money.
Oh, they do.
Etsy's not the cheapest place to like sell stuff. So a lot of times companies go, I'll put it in here, but a lot of times companies will use their own. I don't even know what she uses. I think she just uses like I don't know what kind of website it is, a Wix or whatever that is.
Gotcha.
But here's the, oops, that's not it. Don't do that. That's the, there you go. There's that. And then it's Kim Fit. Hi. 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 Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Hi. Hello. Can you say hi? Hello. Hello. Look at, they're waving at you. Oh, hi. Hi.
Hi, Avery.
Hi.
You ready to work out again in the morning?
Yeah. All right, gals. Well, anything else or?
Hey, buddy. You're so cute. Hi. Look at your jammers.
Oh.
Cute. Definitely share if you guys come up with, you know, ideas or whatever in this weird time. Always, of course, but
No. Okay, well, we'll open it and we'll share. And then if you want to be a part of like posting in it, we'll just say, hey, do you want to be a part of it? And we'll just roll with it, right?
I think if you want to be a coach admin so that you can add people, just raise your hand.
Yeah.
Send over emails so we can get everybody added.
Okay. We'll open it tomorrow and then you can get to adding. And we'll put a post up in the team page so that you can then add your people, or, you know, say I want to coach and I want to add some people.
Sound good?
Okay. Well, cheers. Come join us in the morning. Bring your liquids.
Bright and early.
Coffee.
No boring.
Oh, we can boom? Yeah, let's boom.
7, not 8. 7?
4.
4. That's not my language. I don't know what that language is.
I'm saying.
They're not a drop call tonight.
7 it opens, so you're
We
good.
might have to bring a different kind of drink if you're getting us up that early.
Is there not a tribe call tonight?
What's that?
A tribe call?
It's
Nobody
on.
popped on.
Nobody got on.
Oh.
This is it. This is Tribe Call and Coach Call. All right.
Thanks, guys.
What do I want to do?
I'm out.
Even though we shouldn't be touching our face. Sorry.
Hi, bud. Okay, we're ready. Who's taking it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
What are we doing? Waving?
We're waving.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We should be like, we're 6 feet apart. Just kidding. All right, girls.
Okay.
Good night.
Night. Night.